Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Sweet Reality Kenya TV. On Sweet Reality Kenya TV, I will be introducing a new program, and the program is about my experiences as a teacher. So we will call it the Teacher's Diary. This program will be broadcast from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. So let us get along. If you are new on my YouTube channel, Sweet Reality Kenya TV, kindly take your time and subscribe and let us move along. Now, my story is about the experiences of a teacher, what we need to do, and maybe what we don't need to do. I have interacted with parents for quite a long time as a head teacher. I have interacted with pupils and students since I started my teaching career. And the first story I would want to start with is a story about a very brilliant boy. Let us call him Kabaka. Kabaka was a very, very brilliant child. Very, very good, very articulate, very eloquent, very sharp in class. And in fact, within my sojourn as a teacher and a drama teacher, he at some point was my main character in the plays that I wrote for a school in the city of Kenya. So here is Kabaka. Very sharp child, the father doing very well. The father was a professional and very loving, a very loving husband. A very loving father. So one time there was a complaint from other peoples that Kabaka had a cell phone in school. And some of the peoples were saying that their parents are complaining because Kabaka calls them through their parents' numbers when they are home for the weekend. So I called Kabaka to my office to know what was really happening. And I call others, those who are concerned, in this story, those who had complaints. And here is Kabaka and the other pupils in my office. And then I asked Kabaka, is it true that you have a cell phone in school? Kabaka says no. At that time, cell phones were so rare, so rare. One cell phone would cost about 15,000 shillings, and the credits that time there was Kencell and Safaricom. For you to get a scratch card for Kencell, you had to part with 300 shillings. Safaricom was 250 shillings, no more, no less. So here's Kabaka saying he does not own a phone. And as we go on with our deliberations, Kabaka's phone rings. Remember that time as a teacher, I still do not have a cell phone. This is a child who has a cell phone in school, and there are already complaints emanating from his cell phone. A parent had complained that Kabaka calls her daughter at night through her phone, and therefore we had to talk about this. So I take Kabaka's phone, keep it in the office, and tell Kabaka to tell the parent to come and pick that phone so that we could talk with the parent about the pros and cons of a child having a cell phone in school. The next day was a closing day, and the father comes, yes, to school, but does not come to the office. He goes, picks Kabaka's report form, talks to the subject teachers, but does not come at all to the office. Later on, he only writes a letter to the school. After 1 month, when we were opening, Kabaka comes to school with a letter saying the parent is unhappy because the child's cell phone had been picked, kept for a full month, and within that time, if you did not use a phone for some period, then the line would be shut. So the line had been shut, the phone had been locked. It was a Sony Ericsson, I think. The phone is locked, the line is locked, the father is very furious, and he says he has left that phone for me and that he will not demand for it at all. Then after that, after one term, Kabaka is transferred to another school. The mother comes to ask about the phone and says she does not live with Kabaka. Kabaka lives with another mother, not her now, because they had separated. Then she tells me Kabaka's character is fully influenced by the father and how he handles the children. So here's Kabaka, still very brilliant, goes to another school, does very well, we meet in drama festivals. Kabaka scores very well at Standard 8, KCP, and goes to one of the most prestigious schools in Kenya. One of the best. If you count your best three, you won't miss that school. Kabaka goes to that school, scores a straight A at Form 4, and is called to the University of Nairobi to do law. Suddenly, I see a story in the newspapers of a child who, or not of a child, but of a university student who has been stabbed to death by a girlfriend more mature than he was. Then I get interested to read more and I realize this is Kabaka. Kabaka had been stabbed to death by a lady more mature. So within the stories, the parent is asked, and what really happened? And the parent says, at that age, at that college age, boys are prone to explorations, and that is why maybe he did that. And according to him, that is why that happened. And he was not really even sorry about it. Then I realized that the kind of parentage that Kabaka had been given from the initial stages, is what caused what happened at the end of it. And that parents should be very keen about their children. If we had corrected Kabaka at an early stage, Kabaka wouldn't have made such kind of ending. So what is it that we should do to make the children have a good future, to make the children go through teenage in the best way possible? In my suggestion as a teacher, I would say let us listen to the teachers, because they take more time with these peoples. Listen to them. In case there is anything teacher sees from your child, talk to the teacher, listen, use your school diaries, write what you feel about the child, let the teacher tell you what they feel, when the teacher calls you in school, go listen to them and see the best approach you can give a child. Ladies and gentlemen, that is my first story about my sojourn as a teacher. This is Isayah Otieno from Addis Ababa, Ethiopia. Thank you. Subscribe to my channel, Sweet Reality Kenya TV, for more of such stories. We will be talking about this. If you have a comment about our story, you can put it on the comment section so that I know what to